So now we have the side panels attached to the lining. It's time to attach the lining to the exterior. So first of all, we need to find the center points of the long edges of the outer. So we'll do that by folding it in half and placing a pin at the center point. Then repeat the same on the other long edge. Then we place the lining wrong sides together onto the exterior, and we're lining up the center pocket with the center point on the outer. And just place the wonder clip either side of that point, just to secure to get started. Then we repeat the same on the other side. Line up the center pocket with the center point and clip to secure. Then you can remove the pins and you can pin one end of the lining to the outer, just matching the edges of the outer all the way around. And you'll notice that the lining is slightly larger than the outer, and that can be trimmed to match. If your outer is longer than the lining, you can, if it's 1/4 inch or less, you can just trim the outer. If your lining is significantly shorter than your outer, you may need to add a couple of pieces to match the outer. So I'll trim that and then we'll come back and finish that off. Now the lining is trimmed to match the exterior, we're going to baste the side panel and the lining to the exterior. So we do this by just folding the pockets flat as best you can, and then keeping the side panels as flat as possible, and use wonder clips to hold that in place. And you'll notice that the side panel does not extend to the end of the lining, but that's meant to be like that. Then continue on. Until you reach the end. Then baste along this edge here within the 1/4 inch seam allowance, either by a straight stitch or a zigzag stitch. Then repeat the same on the other side. Now that the edges are basted, you can trim away the excess lining on both sides to even up the edges.